6-part documentary on Netflix that actually I'm looking now popped up on Boxing Day, and I sort of heard more people talking about it. It's a documentary called Cheer. It centers around a small town in Texas called Corsicana, and it focuses on the hard-driven coach, Monica, who demands perfection from her team, who are men, women, they're all in college, and they're all devoted to the cheer squad, who have won countless awards and are the best at what they do. And it follows them as they prepare for the next big championship, and also getting the pyramid right, which stressed the hell out of me. So, what I like about TV the most is when a show can come on and completely immerse me in a world that I, up until that point, had no interest in at all. And that's what happened with Cheer. I thought this first episode was brilliant. I really, really did not expect to like it and fell completely under its spell. And the only reason I haven't ploughed on with the rest is that I didn't want to blur it in my mind when we talked about it. But as soon as I finish the podcast, episodes 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 of Cheer will be watched by my eyes and seep into my brain. I just thought the world was very interesting. I liked all the characters. I liked Monica. I liked the kids. I just thought, I can't believe it, but I'm really enjoying this. Michael, what about you?
Well, when you said a documentary on cheerleading, my heart sank. My heart sank.
Mine too.
Like, oh.
Mine too.
Oh.
Did you have to hide this away from your other half, Michael? That you
It's there on my watch on Netflix now. It's there.
Oh, sorry, you've done it now.
It's like, do you want to tell me something?
Yeah.
I liked the way it set up the world in the sense that it placed you at the university, it placed you in the area. Like there was a teacher even saying to the students, this is a very conservative area.
That sequence was great, talking about Donald Trump and guns.
It's a junior college as well, isn't it, rather than a college. So it's less prestigious, and they're all sort of, colourful and jumping around and things like that. And then this is a very sort of a old school Texan town, and it's only known for its fruitcake factory, which I quite like.
Which we got a little glimpse into as well. But that might be the spin-off. So you thought initially your heart sank, and then what?
Yeah, on the first 20 or so minutes, I was engaged with it because it brings you up to date with the background of the sport. I didn't know it was a competitive sport in that nature.
Where have you been, Michael?
Devon.
Torquay.
I just think as it went on, there wasn't enough interest from my side in the people doing it. I mean, it was interesting watching them, like you say, do the pyramids and stuff, and the
almost kill each other.
Physicality and strength that goes into it is unbelievable. But I'm not sure I could watch that for 6 episodes. I'm not sure they showed me enough of. I'm sure, like every episode, they'll go to other students' homes and then talk about that. But I didn't feel enough of a grab towards them.
You can be honest with us. If you think your girlfriend's listening and you want to be honest and just say, no, actually, I love it, then this is your platform.
It kind of laboured as it went on.
I would agree to that to an extent, Michael. I think it's sort of front loaded. I think I'm sort of somewhere, as I say, between the two of you. I just don't like with the documentary, you have to get a lot in to introduce these characters. So you had the girl who was the one who, if she didn't have cheerleading, she would have fallen off the grid, gone onto the wrong tracks. Cheerleading saved her. You've got the lad who, everyone expected me to do football, but I didn't want to be a football player. I wanted to be a cheerleader. You've got a lot of different characters, which is always good for a documentary like this. And as I say, I like the sort of thing, the theme they put in about the town and this being a very traditional place and all these different characters from different backgrounds going here to be part of this world-renowned cheer team. Also, I liked the sort of the thing where they're doing this now, but this is going to be the end of it. Cheerleading.
There isn't a career on from this.
This is it. So it's sort of that.
And it's all building up to the championship, isn't it, in Daytona? That's essentially all it's building up to.
Yeah.
I like the thing that they built it up as this junior college is the best in the area and the best at this. But then they went round and they did speak to people who had no idea that this was the case. One of them said, "I've seen Bring It On once. That's about all I know about."
And the scene where they actually went to a rally for the town. I think the direction of it was sometimes a bit off-putting. They focused on the faces of the townspeople more than they did this sort of really impressive routine. And I would say to you, Luke, as someone who went to high school in America, was this something you were aware of more? Were you the base of the pyramid?
I would always have to be the base, just for health and safety reasons. But yeah, I was aware of it, but not to this degree. Not throwing each other up in the air and landing on 4 other people. It was
the
more
dancey
acrobatic
aspect, like they say about sort of it's the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders they talk about, isn't it? Where they're more dancers than they are acrobats. Basically, these kids are, aren't they?
Say about the difference between the crowd shots and perhaps it was a bit too focused on the crowd shots, but like it was funny they were putting themselves through this demanding physical thing, and then they cut to some member of the crowd who's just staring at them just blankly, like what?
Blankly. But I also there's bits of it that really made me laugh. So I loved the bit where they're doing this, like you say, for the town, which is quite a normal routine. But the guy who introduces Monica is like he's bringing Elvis on the stage or something. Yeah. It's really, really energetic and over the top. And I really like some of the girls as well. And then at the end, when they were just sort of falling like dominoes and really damaging themselves, there was this doctor
almost knocking each other out.
There was this doctor. They've got this doctor who goes, "Can you move your head? Can you move your neck? Right, then just sit out for the rest of the day." There was no other medical.
Saturday Night Live have done a spoof of it. I don't know if you've seen that. I think Adam Driver's on it, and it's one of those where can you still walk, and all these, they've all got like gaping wounds and things like this. It's like, have you put anything on it? Yes, prayer. Like that.
No, I was surprised by how much this got under my skin, and I will watch the rest. Michael won't, because he's lying to himself. But Matt, do you have time to finish this, or inclination? I guess.
I wouldn't prioritise it.
We haven't prioritised any TV this year.
But I've got to it would be low on my list. It's got those characters you want to root for, I think, and I think that's.
And I imagine as we get to know them a bit more, we'll want to root for them even more. So it should work. But I'll report back for those who are interested. Cheer is on Netflix now, 6 episodes, which is relatively short for a Netflix documentary, but as Matt and Michael say, the episodes are about an hour or just under.